Through the many versions of Minecraft, one thing will always be part of the game, and that is traveling. Be it slow or be it fast, today we're going to talk about the most unique ways to travel in Minecraft. We're going to start this video off in version 1.0. Our first unique way is spam clicking minecarts. Of course you can do this with any other rideable entity, but I'm using minecarts because it's easier to set up. So the theory is you just put a lot of minecarts in a row and spam click it till you go really fast, and as you can see, yeah, you're going pretty fast. And you can replicate this in basically any version of Minecraft you want. Expensive it may be, but a pretty fun way to travel in Minecraft. For our next one, we're going to jump all the way to 1.10.2, and we'll be using a unique feature called entity cramming. Yes, that one feature that makes it so your cows suffocate to death in your breeding hole. We're going to be using that to travel. And the main reason why we're using 1.10.2 is because your cows wouldn't actually suffocate. They would just be crammed together and have to suffer like that. And some of you might know that there's a command that allows you to change the entity cramming limit. But newer versions are slow, and I want to keep this as vanilla as possible, so I won't be using commands at all. Other than spawning cows, of course. The theory's simple. Cows shove you out of the way, mini cow equal mini shove. And if you want to try this by yourself, make sure you slap the cows once, just so you can ready them up, or else it won't work. And as you can see, it works wonders. This is by far one of the most unique and fun ways to travel in Minecraft. And next we'll talk about redstone. Not powered rails, but specifically flying machines, as I find those are pretty unique. You can easily make one of these as long as the version you're in has observers. And I really do mean easy, because this is my best attempt at a redstone door, and following someone's 1-minute tutorial I was able to build this thing. There's not much that can be said about these since they're so popular in the Minecraft community, so I'll just leave it at that. Now for this next way to travel, it's actually an item that's been in the game since the alpha version of Minecraft, and you might not even know it exists. It's called the furnace minecart, and basically if you put a piece of coal in it, it goes forward. Now if you try to use it with your own instinct, you'll actually find that it doesn't work, or at least sucks a lot. Now here's what a lot of people don't know. The furnace minecart can actually pull instead of push. To achieve this, you basically shove a minecart into one end of the furnace minecart. After playing around with it for a bit, I found that the easiest way to get this is to shove the furnace minecart onto the minecart with a block behind it to stop it from like scooting away. So this way it's guaranteed to work. And the best part is it can pull multiple minecarts, which makes this a good fun ride with your friends. Now for this demonstration, I don't actually have any friends, so I use villagers, but just like real life people, they decided not to cooperate, so I kinda just rode in it alone. Next up is a Minecraft classic. Almost anyone you ask will know about Minecraft TNT launchers. Everyone knows how these work, so I won't cover it for too long. Theory is, TNT go boom, you go quick, simple stuff. And here's a player TNT launcher made by Mumbo Jumbo, and it's pretty laggy when you start it, but it sends you high. Really, really high. The only downside being it requires a lot of TNT. Let's take it back now, y'all, to a time when you couldn't boost yourself with firework rockets in an elytra. These were simpler and much worse times back then. But people still wanted to fly forever with an elytra. So what would you do? Obviously shoot yourself with a punch 2 bow. Now this is stupidly hard to do and absolutely not consistent at all, so I wouldn't use it if I were you. Next we enter 1.13. Dolphins. Dolphins are everywhere. They added dolphins. And the craziest thing is they give you an effect if you swim along them. What's the first thing that people do? Obviously they enslave them, and then they put the enslaved dolphins along a long canal, and then boom, now you can travel places fast. And it gets even better when you add depth strider. Just look how fast I'm going. But it doesn't stop there. When 1.16 rolled around, they added soul speed, and then you could add that to your boots as well. And then you put soul soil on the bottom of your canal, and then oh my god, just look at that. Next up, we're talking about going up. Specifically staircases. Now the default staircase, weak. Now the steepest human staircase, pathetic, only 3 blocks tall. Here we use horses. With horses you can get up to 8 blocks. So yeah, the theory's simple. Horses are dumb. You go very fast upwards. And next we have ender pearl stasis chambers. And if you don't know what these do, I'll tell you they're pretty useful. The theory is that you throw the ender pearl onto the soul sand water so that it floats upwards and doesn't touch anything, and therefore doesn't activate, and then you go off adventuring. But you set a redstone timer so that it blows up the entire thing and the ender pearl comes down at a set time. If you're on a server, you can just have your friend blow it up for you instead, so you could adventure however long you want. Ender Pearl stasis chambers, pretty useful. And last up, we're gonna head into 1.14. Basically, Mojang added Ravengers, and if you block their attack with a shield, they'll actually let out a little grunt. And this grunt knocks players back just a tiny bit. But for whatever reason, if you're on top of the Ravager, it will knock you back a lot more than usual. And not only that, you actually get the most grunt for your buck if you're riding an entity. And to get even more grunt for your buck, you give the entity slow falling. And combine that all together, you basically get teleportation. And as always, links will be in the comment for people who discovered these unique ways to travel. And that's about it for the video. And before I end this off, I just want to say that my content does take a considerable amount of time to make, so it would mean a lot if you liked and subscribed. See you next time.